So famously, yesterday, Department of Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem, in testifying during a Senate subcommittee hearing, uh, defined the term habeas corpus as the constitutional right of a president to remove whoever he wants from the United States of America and to deny them due process. These people are so stupid that sometimes it's painful. That is not what habeas corpus means. Anyway, welcome back. I'm Hawk. Today we're going to talk about DHS, Department of Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem, and some things that she's doing inside of her department. Uh, Habeas corpus means release the body. It's Latin. And it is about the due process rights that people have to contest in a court of law, their detention by the government, to determine whether or not that detention by the government is legal or not. Anyway, she has installed inside the Department of Homeland Security an entire operation to put DHS employees through polygraph exams that can last anywhere from 90 minutes to 4 hours to root out anyone who is leaking information to the press, whether it's classified or not. They're being polygraphed about just sharing normal everyday information on social media. There are 250,000 employees in the Department of Homeland Security. Some employees have been placed on leave, administrative leave, after taking their polygraph exams. Others have resigned rather than take them at all. The exams are and this is from an article in the Wall Street Journal, liberal squish paper that it is. And then I have another article that I'm going to follow up with towards the end that I think you guys will very much enjoy regarding why Kristi Noem is not herself taking a polygraph exam. Yeah, she has a very good reason to avoid that. In a small interrogation room in Virginia with a one-way mirror, employees from across the Department of Homeland Security are being summoned and hooked up to a polygraph machine. They are asked to sit on a seat designed to measure uncomfortable body shifting. I don't even know what that could be. They get a blood pressure cuff, an oxygen monitor, and a tube wrapped around their chests and the little things on their fingers. The setup is standard for government polygraphs, but the line of questioning here is more unusual. Have you been sharing information with the media? Polygraph exams have long been a routine tool used inside intelligence agencies, yada, yada, yada. But under DHS Secretary Kristi Noem's direction, they have been used to search for leaks of information that Kristi Noem and her top deputies consider to be disloyal or embarrassing, according to current and former officials familiar with the practice. So there are current officials with DHS that are sharing information about the polygraphs. I wonder if they're going to be polygraphed. The exams are being administered by a little-known office inside the Transportation Security Administration. Remember, it's not gay if it's TSA. That's right. The part of DHS commonly known for screening passengers and baggage at airports. Under previous administrations, the practice was much decreased. Several employees at immigration agencies have been asked to take polygraphs exams. And a lot of employees consider these to be fishing expeditions. I mean, if you're in a polygraph exam that is lasting between 90 minutes and 4 hours, it doesn't take 90 minutes or 4 hours to ask people yes or no questions about whether or not they're sharing information with the media. It just doesn't. Current and former DHS employees who have worked under administrations for both parties say they have not seen polygraphing used at nearly this scale at any time previously in their government experience. There's no precedent for this, says Juliette Kayyem, who served as an assistant secretary at DHS under the Obama administration. I like Juliette Kayyem. She's writing for The Atlantic now. Great columnist, lots of very relevant experience in government and national security and stuff like that. Very, very good columnist. Oh, so we get Tricia McLaughlin, the spokeswoman for DHS, who is a potato. Under Secretary Noem's leadership, DHS is unapologetic about its efforts to root out leakers that undermine national security. They might want to check the bathrooms at Mar-a-Lago. We are agnostic about your standing, tenure, political appointment, or status as a career civil servant. We will track down leakers and prosecute them to the fullest extent of the law. McLaughlin said, none of this is about disloyalty. Bullshit! Information doesn't have to be classified to be confidential or not for public consumption. You know, they're giving potential executive branch employees like written loyalty tests. You really don't think they're asking these people when they're strapped up to a polygraph whether or not they're loyal to Donald Trump? Give me a break. Many employees say it isn't often clear who is being selected for polygraphs or why. There you go. There's your instability. There's your fear throughout the entire workforce. As you go to work every morning, am I going to be called in for a polygraph today? And if I am, what are they going to ask me about? Am I going to take it? Am I going to resign? What am I going to do if they start asking me uncomfortable questions about my personal life? Some view the exams as fishing expeditions, and many have said the seeming randomness has created a chilling effect inside the department among 250,000 employees. Asked during a March interview on CBS's Face the Nation if she was going to continue to polygraph her employees, Secretary Noem said, "The authorities that I have under the DHS are broad and extensive, and I plan to use every single one of them to make sure that we're following the law, except for when it comes to flying plane loads of people to El Salvador. That we are following the procedures in place to keep people safe, and that we are making sure we're following through on what President Trump has promised. Yes, to rid this country of brown people." DHS employees have reported, there you go, I talked about that already. Here's the thing about polygraphs. There is not a single court in the United States, criminal court, where polygraph exams are admissible as evidence. They are not science. They are inconsistent. You can trick them. You can beat them. You can train yourself to trick them and beat them. And they frequently find that people are lying when they are not. So they are not admissible in court. But our nation's top security agency is using them to find whether or not people are sharing information with reporters. So assisting her in this process is Kristi Noem's top advisor, Corey Lewandowski. You might recognize the name Corey Lewandowski from Donald Trump's first term in office. Corey Lewandowski, boy, how to describe him? He is a brawler in the Roy Cohn type of school of political engagement. He fights with people. He yells with people. Sometimes he fights with them physically. There have been a couple of occasions in the past where he was accused of physically assaulting reporters. I believe both of them were female. But in 2023, the Daily Mail reported that Kristi Noem and Corey Lewandowski had been having an extramarital affair for the last several years. So now you know why Kristi Noem is not taking a polygraph exam herself. The Daily Mail is currently reporting that Kristi Noem and Corey Lewandowski have a cozy DC living arrangement. Corey is married to a woman. He has 2 or 3 kids with her. Kristi Noem married her husband in 1992. His name's Byron. They have 3 adult children and 3 grandchildren, and they are still married to one another. Lewandowski, 51, is a regular visitor to Secretary Noem's $3,750 a month 2-bedroom condo that enjoys breathtaking panoramic views of southeast Washington and the Anacostia River. And he doesn't have far to travel because his own luxury dwelling is located directly opposite in a smart rental building boasting a lap pool, a gym, and a spa. So they live directly across the street from each other. I've seen them together both here in the elevator and in common areas, said one resident of Secretary Noem's building. Don't forget, D.C. is a small town and people talk. It is an open secret that they are together, according to that resident of Kristi Noem's building. It has always been joked about that Navy Yard is a dorm for Hill Republicans and Trump staffers. Now it's even higher up with married cabinet secretaries bunking with their volunteer chiefs. Did I mention that her top deputy, her top advisor, Corey Lewandowski, does not hold an official position with the government? He is working with her on a volunteer basis. Why would he do that? Most reasonable people would ask. Yeah. They've been traveling together. They've been spotted at each other's dwellings together. They socialize together. They've been spotted walking back and forth between their 2 residences, set among artisan coffee shops, bars, and chic waterfront restaurants. On one occasion, Mr. Lewandowski emerged from Secretary Noem's apartment complex in his trademark suit, necktie, U.S. flag pin, and climbed into an Uber. The next evening, Lewandowski walked out clutching a duffel bag, crossed the street where a Secret Service detail is parked 24/7, and headed inside his own building. DailyMail.com source insisted this week, however, there's no question that the relationship is ongoing. So this is an extramarital affair. They're both still married to their spouses. And he's working with her on a volunteer basis at the Department of Homeland Security. They're traveling together. He's going on official trips. They continue to travel together. They continue to socialize together. Very clearly, they're still having an extramarital relationship, according to the Daily Mail. I think while she was governor of South Dakota, she also did a commercial for a dental place that was in Texas. So, she's subjecting all of her employees to polygraph exams, and she won't take one herself because allegedly she's having an extramarital affair with one of Donald Trump's 2016 campaign managers. These people have absolutely no shame. And not that there's anything wrong with that. They're grown adults. Let them do their thing. But just stop being a fucking hypocrite, That's all. Just stop being a fucking hypocrite. Anyway, if you like this video, please click like, please leave a comment, and please subscribe to my page. That would make me very happy. It really would. And I hope everybody has a good week, and I'll see you guys soon. Be safe.